Howdy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. I get today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Tensei Shitara Slime Datta aka That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime chapters 141 through 144. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm and it is slowly but surely killing my channel, and in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty right here, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that, so we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked, summer anime season in full swing in which we are covering Bleach, Yomi no Tsugai, Marimashita Rumicon, Digimon Beat Break, Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom, The 100 Girlfriends, Hanakimi, The Exiled Heavy Knight Knows How to Game the System, and Reiwa Nadara-san, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So we are getting to the bottom of what is going on with Granville, and God, is it dark? Holy shit. But anyways, let's get into 141 first, see what's in store for us today. Well, I see Granville is absolutely right. So this is the arc where the hero sleeps. I didn't think everything would go this much to plan. Well, the holy coffin's made entirely out of pure spiritual particles. Lower end monster might be incinerated if they come near it. Even a human might be burned by a single touch. Sure glad I came here now. I think I'm about the only guy who could touch this. Anti-skill. Ooh, this girl seems vaguely familiar. No! Is it her? No! Nah, it can't be that, right? I know, I'm like, wait, what? Well, I've got my hero, now to flee the scene. Wait. Why is our hero sleeping in an arc anyway? Is she really the kind of ultimate weapon Granville thinks she is? And if she is, what's Granville doing letting me have her? I'm sure it's madhouse at the cathedral now, just as he hoped for. With things coming to a head like this, I wonder how the five elders will react. And this chapter is titled Council in Turmoil. In the kingdom of Saltrozo, with Maribel dead at the hands of the demon lord Rimuru, our family fortunes are about to wholly expire. If he demonstrated no interest in human territories like Lady Luminous, it could have been possible to coexist with him. Motherfucker, he wants to coexist with you! But you don't want to leave him alone! But the demon lord Rimuru is seeking nothing less than complete rule over human. Oh God, this is such projection. Oh my God, he must be stopped at all costs. I hope they're all looking at him like the way they're looking at him. I hope they don't. The looks that they're giving him are what I think they are, which is like, dude, you are so full of shit. I hope that it is the case. This is King Doran saying this. Sir Granville, even our Chaos Dragon is now lost, do we have any realistic way of resisting him? And then there's Frontier Mangrave Cider. Indeed, and with Rasul at the core of our northern defenses, we cannot easily move him around. If he departs the front line, it will give the demons the chance to invade us. And then there's Prince Johann Rastia. Let's see. Yes, precisely. Without any realistic method to resist him, our best plan is to act like we wish to submit to the Demon Lord Rimuru while we build up our forces. Listen, all of you fools, have you all lost your nerve? Have you lost your mind? No matter how much chaos is in the world, no matter how much we sacrifice, we humans must retain the right to rule over ourselves. Am I wrong? Mofo, you want to rule over humanity. Just shut the fuck up. Even though I do agree with you, you are full of shit. You don't believe what you're saying. I'm tired. The human world will perish, and the demon lord Rimuru will rule over us all. He doesn't want to rule over you, though. Dumb assholes. If that is the fate we're doomed to face, then why not stage one more final resistance? You may do whatever you choose, but I'm going to take one last risk. They're all looking at him like, are you fucking insane? My territory, sir, is located far from the scene of conflict. As a survivor from the Razo family, I will observe and care for your true and correct history. Very well. Maybe too late for me, but I wish there to be no ill will between us. Dude is like, dude, I'm staying the fuck out of this. You go and do your own thing. I need to figure out my next move as well. Do I defy destiny and join him on the path to certain death? Or do I swear allegiance to the Demon Lord Rimuru and reap the benefits? Yeah, I would kind of live. And also see, like, and maybe realize that this motherfucker is crazy and he is wrong. The Razo family has always been dependent on Granville Razo, its massive cornerstone. We all took his rule over us as a given. We cannot even imagine prosperity without his benevolent protection. What could his suffering have been like shouldering the expectations of so many? Sir Granville has always striven so hard for human prosperity. He may no longer take up his sword, but even now he is every bit a hero. Compared to what I owe him, joining him in life or death battle is hardly payment at all. But you're truly sure about this? I'm asking you both in essence to die for me. As a member of the Razo family, my heart is always with you, my master. I see. And so, this will be my final task. People are fucking insane. The Council of the West in the Kingdom of Ingracia? What nonsense. You claim an army of demons is traveling south? We need to send troops from all nations and build a series of defense bases. A frontier, Margrave Cider is responsible for our northern defenses. Has anyone reached Margrave Cider yet? Cider sent Rasul over to Lublius, I'm told. It won't be long before the demon army is pushing on the gates of the capital. The gates and this council as well. Order! I ask for order, please. We do not have even a moment to spare. I ask all counselors to contact their home nations at once. We must form a united force against this threat. But, Chairman, based on the circumstances, we need to send reinforcements at once. But if the council summons an army, it would naturally be led by the Tempest representative, who holds all military power. Lady Testarossa, I can understand if this question seems rude to you, but are you able to lead such a force at all? Do not despair, counselors. My master has ordered me to defend all the nations that belong to the Council of the West. Moss? Yes, my lady. According to the latest information, a fleet of dragon airships from Thalion has just arrived at the northern defense line. They reportedly joined the defense effort and began engaging the demons at once. So the demons' invasion won't make it over here after all? Well, I'm sure that High Elf's forces are more than capable of dispatching the low-level demons threatening the region. Oh, the sneaky little shits. It will be impossible for them to raid the capital. Moss, I do not appreciate how you refer to a sworn friend of Lord Rimuru as that High Elf. Huh? Oh. My apologies. You will refer to her as Lady Amicia from now on. Yes, my lady. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. But do you think that report is the truth? If it's false, I fear the demons will trample all over human civilization. UFO! Like, hello? Do you realize who you're dealing with? But if it's true, we don't need to send an allied force after all, do we? That's right, I will place my trust upon Lady Testarossa. How irresponsible. If something happens, it will be far too late then. Certainly there is no hard evidence backing up that report. I'd like to trust Lady Testarossa and Sir Moss, given the confidence Sir Rimuru has in them. You there. Think I wouldn't notice you at all? What are you accusing me of? Oh, treason! Busted! Well, things for you to say. I knew monsters aren't to be trusted. No, only we could step up to defend humankind. Guards, come out and capture that woman. What? They're all like, are you fucking high? Sir Johan, we will not allow violence against the rule of law in this council. Oh, be quiet. Sir Johan, were you talking to someone in a magical call just now? Certainly a council has to stay in close contact with their homeland, I understand that. But I'm just wondering why you sent out an order to have this nation's defensive barrier destroyed. What was that? Would you mind explaining your reporting, sir? Monsters are reported to be invading the city from multiple locations. They can't be. We have a barrier all around the city. Monsters should be able to get in. We don't know why, but the defensive barrier suddenly disappeared, sir. So you're saying it's true? May I come out now, Sir Johan? It's that man. Gerard, leader of the Sons of the Veld. So was it just Gaban? He's connected to Sir Johan too? I suppose you may. The barrier's gone now anyway. It's time for you to fulfill your mission too. Indeed, I now consider our contract ratified. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh, not at all. So this is the last hope of Granville Razo, our mutual master. A desire that happens to match your mission as well. No need to hold back now. If you're going to raise this land, be as showy as you can about it. I would suggest you make good your escape, Lady Testarossa. Oh, and why is that? The Song of the Veld are no normal mercenary group. They are a cadre composed of only those who love glory and war most of all, and their ultimate aim is to summon Vert, their god, and plunge the world into chaos. Vert, you said? Goodness! That's right, I know little about this deity myself, but apparently it is no god at all, but a fearsome demon. Vert, the one we worship, please reveal yourself before my eyes. My god! I think I see what's going on, but summoning a demon requires you to pay a commensurate price, I believe. And if it's one powerful enough to be termed a god, I would think that price will be rather steep. Yes, exactly. That's why I'm suggesting that you leave here as soon as possible. For I fear the Sons of the Veld are hoping that we all pay the price. And now she's here before us. Woo! Misery, the original green. Alright, it's far too late for apologies now. This is not a foe you could ever conquer. Why would I be apologizing to you? She can't, wait, she can't even perceive all that power? You don't know who you're fucking with, bro. The strong and the utterly thoughtless, I tell you. Well, Sir Gerard, would you mind teaching this woman a lesson in reality for me? Sir Gerard? Wait, something is off. If this was our god, she could easily burn this building down with her flaming brimstone. So why is our god not moving at all? Can't believe it. Why did you receive a physical body block? I pity you saw fit to call me that. Ah! She's speaking with our god? Granted, I've been granted the wondrous name of Testarossa now, and I'm certain you don't enjoy being called Vert either. Do you, Aziri? A name? You? It can't be. Oh, but it is. And while we happen to be together, if you're seeking out a fight, I would gladly give you one. Sir Guy's mission was for me to stir up a little trouble in the capital. I'm not about to attempt taking on 2 demon peers. If anything, I must tell Sir Guy about this bombshell as soon as possible. Oh dear, are you running away? Woo! Yes, my life belongs to Sir Guy. It is not a thing I can simply throw away without his permission. Oh no, well, I look forward to the next opportunity then. As will I, to be sure. I hope you get accustomed to your new body quickly. Because when you lose, you shouldn't expect your excuses to work on me. If you'll excuse me. What? Huh? Yeah, you sacrificed someone for nothing, you fucking retards! Huh? Now we're at 142. Gerard, would you mind explaining to us what just happened? Where did Vert just disappear to? Why? And risked her life to summon Vert. Vert, the one figure all of us in the Sons of the Veld hoped for. But when she exchanged a few words with the Tempestian counselor, it simply left. No. Damn it all, thanks to you, our god has left and abandoned us. No. No killing him now. Not him and not Sir Johan either. But Lady Testarossa, these 2 insulted you. What just flew in? It's an... it's an ear. Oof. Do I have to say it again, Moss? Not at all, my lord. It was selfish of me to even think about second-guessing you at all. A bad mistake or good mood of late made me forget exactly what kind of person my master is. Oh, it was his ear. Oh my god. If you understand that, I will forgive you once more. What a generous person I am, aren't I? Would you agree with that, Moss? Yes, I would, beyond any doubt. Ooh, it wasn't meant to be this way. Now, Moss, is the girl who summoned, Missouri all right? Yes, Lady Testarossa. I'm sure it took, years off her life, but she's not in imminent danger of death. So she didn't die! She sacrificed years of her life for nothing! That was dumb. Missouri, whether she'll open her eyes again, I cannot say. Oh, the poor thing. I should have had Missouri heal her before she left. How selfish of her. Looking back, that entire conversation was too unnatural. They spoke as if they knew each other for ages. They're both demons, you goddamn retard! And I believe our god told, that woman Testarossa this. Why did you receive a physical body, Blanc? 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 Did she mean the original white? Yeah! Oh, now it's all too clear to me. Oh, Sir Gerard? Oh god, he's lost his mind. And I suppose that leaves only you then, Sir Johann. The humans of this council cannot be so accepting of monsters ruling over them. But they're not ruling over you! They're trying to coexist with you, you dumb asshole! Don't any of you agree with me on that? Well, so none of you understand? You all truly, did, deserve to be incinerated by Fert. We needed to all be destroyed once and bound our ability to resurrect us anew. A very lofty ideology, I suppose. Sadly for you, it failed. Do you understand that? If only you weren't here, then every part of the plan would have worked. You accursed demon, I hope you burn in hell. Yes, I like that. Yes, I like that. Why is the howling of the truly lost such sweet music to my ears? I love this woman! But it's too bad. I've no personal right to deliver your punishment. Your crimes, you see, include treason and aiding a foreign enemy. It is up to the kingdom of Ingracia to try you. See, she's not ruling over you. She's working with the humans. She's like, dude, I'm not gonna kill you, even though I probably should, because you tried to kill me. But you know what? I'm not ruling over you. Nah, this ain't my kingdom. Nah, it's the humans' kingdom to decide. Stop. Hey, let me go now. Who do you think I am, I ask you? All of you know full well what will result from this. No crying now, no carrying on. You must atone for your crimes. You'll have friends joining you, won't you? I'm sure it'll be loads of fun. Wait, please wait. I don't want to go. Put me down right now. What a disaster this is. Sir Johann had pulled off his wicked plan. Every counselor here would be dead. Lady Testarossa just saved all of our lives. Dude, like he's saying the demons are gonna kill them all? And they're the monsters? Bro! You're the one that was gonna do it. You're the one who's the real monster, you fucktard. And she didn't do it through she didn't do it through violent justice either. She followed the law throughout. Well, she did lop off her servant's ear, but that's her servant! But I do wonder how much of this incident Sir Rimmer predicted. Everything from start to finish, I'm sure. Yes, indeed. In fact, that has to be the case, doesn't it? What a truly perceptive ruler. However, today's events might drive Guy Crimson to get more serious. We will need to firm up our own powers in case push comes to shove. Yes, you're right. No matter the storm facing us, we must show the public that no one shall block the path of our master. Remember, Moss, I expect great things of you. And tell Cien for me, won't you? Up north, Testarossa's other assistant, Cien, was at the front, holding the line until the Magus forces serving Elmesia arrived. Between that and Guy being less than fully dedicated to the invasion, the northern demons withdrew in the blink of an eye once they saw their unsteady position. Thus marked the end of the disturbance in the west, but in a way the true upheaval was only about to begin. And this chapter is titled The Hero Granville Rosso. Oh, speaking of, I find your agility quite irritating. I was hoping to rile you up a bit more, but you're more chill than the Demon Lord Roy, huh? I'm guessing you were his older brother or something? Something akin to that. We were equally as powerful and we looked similar too. Better quit while you're ahead then. Roy couldn't do a dang thing against me. If you're just equal to him, you ain't gonna ever beat me. Get me, big bro? I wish you wouldn't call me that. My name is Lewis, I'll have you know. Roy and I were never on the best of terms, in fact. You weren't, eh? Not that I care, really. As long as I could stall him, that's all I... Ooh. The heck was all that? If you evaded that, you're certainly not one to be trifled with. You were holding back, huh? Wanted to put me off guard so you could do me in with one shot? I won't say that didn't come to mind, but I think I can win without such underhanded measures. Oh, yeah? That was an application of Roy's blood ray, I think. Way past his in force and accuracy, though. Now I think it's about time for you to die here. Ooh! It's too bad. Roy and I used to be one and the same. Once long ago, there was a vampire king feared and revered as the Bloody Lord, a vicious, violent man to the core. With no one capable of keeping him in check, the Demon Lord Luminous split him in two in order to return peace to the land. One of the two men served the Demon Lord Luminous as her holy emperor, while the other became her stand-in as a Demon Lord. As Demon Lord, Roy's death allowed me to regain all my original force. This just shows you had no chance of beating me. This is kind of like a Piccolo Kami situation. So that's what it was, huh? Well, because that was really cutting it close. Too close. All right, Footman, that's enough. Leave that guy be already. I will do just that. What, they got away? Man, even if I went all out, it'd suck to have to deal with them both at once. Footman would have probably got his ass killed in the process, too. Well, that's enough diversion, Footman. Let's get the heck out of here. Very well, Laplace. Meanwhile, with Luminous, Maria, the Holy Woman. When Maria died, the sadness that inflicted upon Granville was unbearably profound. I know that he loved her from the bottom of his heart, dude. I could only imagine. And now he's throwing his beloved wife at me and using forbidden magic to raise her from the dead, no less. She's become nothing but an unconscious shell now. That's how resolved Granville is to this? I'm sure raise dead isn't the only forbidden spell at his fingertips. Otherwise, Maria wouldn't have so many skills specifically geared for attacking. Still too weak, though. I'll give you a burial once this is over. Lady Luminous, I'm returning to the burial chamber. We can't leave the Ark unattended. Well, one of the intruders. I'm sorry, my lady, but they gave us the slip. Lewis is currently pursuing them. Fine, right now I need to address Granville's... Oh, yeah. She's gone. Was she stolen? That's insane. There's no way that could happen. I should be the only person who could undo the seal on this coffin. Whoever did this must be at least as skilled as I. So this was your goal all along? Stay calm. Getting too hot-headed will keep me from making logical decisions. Stay calm. Stay calm. Oh, but I can't, Granville! So you would go this far? Know well that you have incurred my full wrath now, Gunther. Yes, my lady. Find them. Find the invaders for me right now. As you wish, but that won't suffice. The Ark is so valuable. It was given to me by a trusted friend. It was my duty to keep it protected until the time came. But what's the time? In front of the cathedral. Meanwhile, I think Leon understands that Granville's behind this. But did he really pick up on what I tried to tell him? Yeah, he did. I meant this to be a little warm up until things went on the move. But his attacks are so sharp, I feel like he's trying to kill me. I'd be in real trouble if I didn't have Raphael running Predict Future attack for me. But that's not even the only concern. For a while now, I've been detecting rumblings underground. If something is going on beneath my feet, I suspect the cause is Luminous, given that she isn't up here. What would be going on? What could be going on? Report large magic force detected underground. So you're here? Granville, it seems you're serious about antagonizing me now. Well done, Lady Luminous. Not even my servant could hold you, could she? She was a masterpiece. What an asshole! Masterpiece of mine. I infused her with the power of only my best hand-picked otherworldlers. What an asshole! You fool! Pull together all the fake imitations you want. An unconscious dog could never beat the real thing. You of all people should know that well enough. Well, I do, of course. Then what were you doing with this thing? Why did you continue to denigrate Maria even after her death? Because I needed her. Everything was for the sake of this moment. What? What did you... So that is it? You took all the love energy I gave you and injected it into Maria? Report, the subject Granville Razzo's magical count has just sharply risen. I sure don't need Raphael to remind me. This is probably Granville as he looked back in his heyday. Damn, this man was fine. The hero Granville Razzo. Damn, this man was fine. So we're at 143, which is titled The Origin of It All. As Baton led his orchestra through their performance, Shion and Ranga were waging a pitched battle against the insectoid Razul, while Diablo's servant Venom was protecting the children right next to him. Dude, Venom looks so badass. At the same time, Granville, who had regained his powers from his heyday, was standing as the hero he was before the angered Luminous. Lady Luminous, or should I say, the Demon Lord Luminous, we have a score to settle. I suddenly realized that I can't die until I do that. Now that Maribel is dead, my ambitions have been crushed. But still, hi Kitty, but still above all else, this is what I desire. You, don't toy with us! Ooh, yes, Hinata, I still need to provide you with my guidance. You are the most talented of all the apprentices I dealt with. You always strove to improve, never afraid to make an effort and polish yourself, dude. Uh-oh, this is not going to end well for Hinata, huh? I will gladly praise your excellence any day, but... Ooh, Melt Slash! I can't believe it. You can control spiritual particles with no casting delay? And you dodged it, which amazes me. But... it's a pity if you awakened your hero side. It would have helped my ambitions immensely. Dude, man has lost his mind. I always wondered why you never became a hero, Hinata. You had the talent, you put in the hard work, and the elemental spirits adored you, so why? Well, sorry I didn't live up to your expectations. Sometimes things are just beyond your reach, alright? Well, a word of advice then. You hold darkness within your heart, don't you? Did you kill someone close to you in the past? Your sibling? Your friend? Or perhaps... Oh! Your parents? Shut up! Oh! No way, he's pushing Hinata around like a little kid. You never accepted the elemental of light, Hinata. You have to overcome this. The darkness is just an illusion your heart creates for itself. But bro! You have darkness up inside of you too! Like, shut the fuck up! You must forgive your past self and take pride in the present the way you live. Then you will accept the light. I told you, shut up! Truly a shame. Ooh. Shame, Hinata. If I had more time, I could have guided you. But if you can't understand me, then it's best for you to experience it yourself. How will you ever save the world if you can't even forgive yourself? Ooh, he's right about that, though. That weakness is why you will fail to protect what you hold dear and fall into despair. Uh-oh. Report, the subject Granville Razzo has changed his attack target to the subject Cleo Aubert. Oh, crap. Cleo! I won't be in time. Hinata, no! Report suggests utilizing space consumption to invoke spatial motion. No, even then I'll be just barely in time, barely too late for it. Oh, man. Ow, damn, Venom! Nice one, Venom. Beelzebub! Absolute defense! Huh? Mr. Tempest? Miss Hinata! Not a problem. Luminous ought to be able to heal Hinata. Miss Hinata! Hey, Cleo! Miss Hinata! Miss Hinata! I can't protect them if they keep running around. I have no choice. Paralysis breath. Great job, Venom. Keep the kids protected for me, alright? Yes, sir. Luminous, Hinata's been silenced. Spirit... Oh no! Hinata's gonna die! The spirit particles are eating into her. It's going too fast. Report, the spirit particles are destroying the subject Hinata Sakaguchi's spiritual body. If they eat into her astral body, the vessel for her soul, there's no reviving her then. Oh shit! But Luminous is more well versed in holy magic than I. Maybe she could do it. Good, Hinata. You have to stay awake for me. Oh, Lady Luminous, Miss Hinata. Chloe, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad. I want you to have this. I couldn't be much of an instructor to you, but I know that you can surpass me. Hinata, no! Miss Hinata, are you kidding me? This is Hinata we're talking about. Hey, Luminous, is she really? Huh? I can't speak. Wait, actually, I can't move. Luminous too. Leon, Granville, none of them can. What is this? Did someone stop time? No. This makes no sense. Oh shit! Why is this? This can't... Damn, Chloe! This can't be happening. It's too early. Huh? Chloe disappeared? Chloe, where's Chloe? Rimuru, what did you do to Chloe, damn it? I have no idea what just happened. Raphael, what was that just now? Unknown, this is an abnormal situation. Failed to grasp the full extent of what happened to the subject, Chloe Aubert. Why? Barely any time has passed since her death. Why isn't resurrection working on her? And now to forgive me, I was there for you and you still had to endure this. I wish you wouldn't wail like that. This too is exactly as I aimed for. My final plan is going quite smoothly indeed, Luminous. You will pay for this. I'm going to tear you apart. Confirmed conditions met. The unique skill Lust has evolved into the ultimate skill. Oh, Asmodeus, Lord of Lust! Raphael? No, not that. It's the words of the world. You said you had a score to settle, Granville? Yes, Luminous, you've evolved, haven't you? I hadn't anticipated that, but it's a fine thing to see. This wasn't what I heard would happen, but that no longer matters. Prepare to face the afterlife, Granville. Hinata, Lady Luminous is calling for me, but I can't hear her well. She's too far away. I could see something. Are these my memories? Right, from the time I pushed that man over. He was a gambling addict. He used to abuse Mom all the time. Right now I remember. When I was young, he still played with me despite it all. We used to be a happy family. Hina-chan, then his company went bankrupt and then it all fell apart. I didn't have the capacity in me to imagine just how much my father was struggling. So I thought that as long as I hated and reviled him, I could pretend this unhappy reality didn't exist. I thought that condemning his crimes would justify my own actions. If we supported him as a family, maybe it would have turned out differently. Isn't it just comics, someone like me talking about justice? Perhaps that's why I was seeking my own father. Oh, yeah, daddy issues, of course. In him, so boundlessly good-natured. I felt like just that aspect of him was what saved me. I was sure that as much as he scolded me for what I did, he'd still accept me and grant me his forgiveness. Now I'm just proving Granville right. All this time I was never able to forgive myself. I'm so tired. I'm completely used up. Let's just go to sleep at the bottom of this dim darkness. Lady Luminous's voice is so far away now. You can't go to sleep. That was Chloe. Yes, that's right. I was killed by Granville. Come on, Miss Hinata. Head over to the light. Where am I? Okay, good. You're stable now. Chloe? Huh? So, Miss Hinata, you're inside my soul right now. If you fell asleep in there, you would have been swallowed up in an unlimited imprisonment. Really? Well, thanks for reaching out to me. So I died, and now I'm possessing Chloe's body? Wait, so what happened after that? Is Rimuru all right? Lady Luminous, and what about Granville, too? Well, I want you to stay calm and take a good look around you. Around me? Is that the sacred peak of the Riola Mountains? But that's not even possible. Does that mean we're in the Lublia Sanctuary? Don't worry, I'll explain it all. I don't think you'll believe it at first, but just hear me out, okay, Miss Hinata? This is the... What? This is the spot where the Holy Empire of Lublius will eventually be founded. We've been sent to over 2,000 years into the past! Wait, what? Alright, let's get to 144. Final chapter of this live reaction. Are you kidding me? Chloe, how can you be sure that we're in Lublius from 2,000 years in the past? It's simple. This isn't the first... Ooh, okay, this isn't the first time I've been here. My power keeps going out of control, you see, so I get sent back a lot. It keeps going out of control? You know how kids summoned to this world die in a few years when their magicals go out of whack? Mr. Tempest took us to the dwelling of the spirits so we could avoid that fate. We all had high-level spirits planted in us, and now they help us take care of magical control. But I didn't have such a spirit answer my prayers that day. It was my future self-innate ability, the unique skill known as time travel. She can travel through time? But I don't have total free reign over that skill. It always triggers at the same time, Miss Hinata, and that's when you get killed. Wait, what? So this isn't the first time you've looped back? Wait, what? You mean you've been doing the same thing over and over for who knows how long? It looks that way, yes. It looks that way. That has to be torture, right? But it's fine. I can only really recall things from the last time around. But you look like a normal little girl over in Tempest. Certainly not someone with 2,000 years of experience. Super strong, yes, but... Right, I didn't recall too much about this at that time. It only came back to me a moment ago just before we came to this era. But anyway, Miss Sonata, let's get going. We could keep talking as we walk. Where are we going? There's someone that we have to meet. Someone I need to talk to about this ASAP. From 2,000 years ago? But 2 whole millennia, such a fast amount of time. I swear to God, like, in a way, I feel like this kind of is like, part of me is like, this is kind of like Guinevere's ability from Forcoa, but like, the difference between this and Guinevere's ability is that Guinevere goes back in time. Well, she lives her life like from the very beginning and lives throughout the future and shit like that. She lives her entire life in her dreams. That's the difference. You see, she sees like she's AKA her entire life, meaning she sees the future as well. So, yeah. But like, she's not literally like when she's awake, she's not literally traveling back in time like this. Nah. But still. But she does remember it, though. She does. Anyways. Chloe, you can, just call me Hinata. We've known each other for a while, I'm guessing? That's right. Yeah, God, this really just it makes me think of Guinevere's ability. It does, in a weird way. And this chapter's titled The Hero's Journey. Wait, so you're telling me the Storm Dragon's about to pay me a visit, pay a visit to me right here in Night Rose Castle? At the audience chamber of Night Rose Castle. That's right, Luminous, and I know you're real strong, but there's no way he could beat Veldora. He's gonna wreck this whole castle, so you better evacuate when you can. Lady Luminous did tell me about this before. Once before Lulius was founded, the Storm Dragon attacked her and destroyed the beautiful castle she had in the town around it. That moment must be arriving imminently. I'm afraid I don't know you well enough to believe you. Can I see some evidence? Well, I don't, have anything that'll make you believe me right this minute, but it looks like Veldora will be coming here no sooner than 2 weeks from now. Once fall arrives, for sure, so be on the lookout, alright? You sure meant business, huh? Well, passing by the gate and making it all the way to her audience chamber. I will keep your warning in mind, young lady. You may stay in town for now. But you can't just go up to the guard and say, I'm here to see Luminous. That bewildered them more than riled them. I kind of forgot that this was before I fully befriended Luminous. And you don't do that until after Veldora's attack, right? I can't blame you for getting mixed up. You've been through this so many times. But like the time loop and stuff like that... Yeah, this is like, as I was saying, this is like Guinevere's ability in a way. Because Guinevere, as I said, she has lived like this kind of, through like this timeline, like through this loop, like several thousand times. So I'm just like, yeah, it's very similar, but it's different at the same time. It's different because, as I said, Guinevere lives out her life in her dreams. This is obviously not a dream. Nah. But, oh God. But this is also very similar to, the other thing I was thinking of was very similar to Undead Unluck. That was the one I was thinking of. That's it. That's the one I was thinking of. Alright, so let's sum this up. You want to take the same steps you did during your last time loop. Do I have that correct? Well, to make this easier, let's call the path I took last time the Hope route, and the path from before that loop the Failure route. Okay, so I feel like the other difference between this and like say like an Undead Unluck is with Undead Unluck it was like one time loop. At least for Fuko. Andy and Hui's, on the other hand, it was multiple time loops. And so there is that. So you can make the argument about that. But like, for It's like, yeah, I feel like that would be the best way to describe it. It's like a combination of Undead Unluck and Guinevere's ability. Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to describe it. I know some people will be like, well, yeah, you can make the argument that this is kind of like ReZero as well. Yeah, you could kind of make that argument too. Actually, you really could make the argument that this is more akin to ReZero. But like what she said, but with ReZero, Subaru has to die. So yeah, there's that. So that's kind of different. And the path from before that loop the failure route. Let's see. And in the failure route, human society is in danger of total collapse. Right, the Eastern Empire stages an invasion and turns into a big East-West war. The Storm Dragon winds up destroying the Empire's invasion force. But back then, Veldora definitely wasn't the fun, cheerful guy we know. He really did go on an insane rampage. One that went on long enough to bring Tempest to its ruin, even. And so you and I band together to take the Storm Dragon on, but someone kills you before the fight's over. And then I get sent 2,000 years back again, so I don't know what happens next. So Hinata's death is triggering the loops. Okay, so I get killed every single time? Well, that's kind of sad. I followed this failure route a lot of times by now. The details differ each time, but the result's always the same. Wait, what's Rimuru doing in this route? I mean, he keeps a tight rein on Veldora, doesn't he? Yes, but, well, in the failure route, Rimuru gets killed by the Empire! And, I like him a lot by then, too, so I keep demanding that he doesn't go out to fight. The Empire's really big, after all, and they have tons of scary weapons. I didn't think that he could ever win. But then he turns around and says, "Don't worry, just let me handle this," each time. Then he gives me this mask in order to calm my nerves, the one he received from Shizu. Yeah, he said that she received it from a hero long ago. It's hard to believe someone as sturdy as Rimuru would get helplessly slaughtered by someone. Oh, yeah, it'd be Yuki that does that. Yeah. But it's pretty easy to picture Veldora in a rage after losing his friend and going on this insane spree of terror. All right, but you called the last time around the Hope route. Why? Because once the Empire kicks off its invasion, wouldn't Rimuru be put in a mortal danger like with the failure route? I don't think so, no. Why not? Because there's a big difference between the usual failure route and last time. Like whether he manages to become a demon lord or not. To tell the truth, I recalled a little about my loops when we went to the dwelling. It inspired me to try something out. When Rimuru came back from Ingracia last time, I stopped him for a bit. Maybe for a few minutes at most when he gave me the mask. And that affected something? It did, Hinata, because then he met you before making it back home. Oh? Yeah, normally you don't quite make it in time. But in the last loop, me stopping him for a little bit led you to you two fighting. Well, I regret that attack now, though it wasn't the right thing to do at all. Maybe you think so, but if you didn't meet him at that point, then Rimuru would have used spatial transport to go right home, and then he would have been just in time for when the other worlders from the kingdom of Falmouth staged their attack on Tempest. It still sounds like a pretty good thing to me. Rimuru's presence would have kept the damage to Tempest to a minimum, no? That's right. Rimuru had no problem being those guys. They avoided that whole tragedy, but the thing is, if he makes it home before you attack him, Hinata, he never firmly commits to becoming a demon lord. Oh, yeah, that would have been a problem. Yes, Rimuru was far stronger after becoming one, scarily so. Maybe he can't avoid dying in the failure route, but if he had completed that process by then... I think I get it. Even if we can't control the Empire's moves, if Rimuru becomes a demon lord, we can at least keep him from getting killed. Then if he's still around, the Storm Dragon's rampage doesn't happen. You got it. Plus, Rimuru always goes missing at some point before I'm sent back in time. But the last time around was the first loop where he didn't. Rimuru was alive the whole time. That has to be the Hope route for sure. Yeah, logic doesn't really play into it, but you just feel like he'll do something about it, right? Oh, for sure. So if we keep going until we're back there again, Rimuru will definitely be there for us. This time I'm sure we're all going to survive. So the final goal is to follow the Hope route and reach the same future as last time, but that alone won't suffice. This needs to be the last time Chloe loops back too. She's got to stop this constant cycle of repetition and failure. Oh, right. I like you a whole lot, Hinata, but you can't have Rimuru. Huh? There's some battles a dumb woman just can't give up on. That's what Alice told me. Guess she's had a lot of joy in her life after all. Such a strong little girl. She goes from Mr. Tempest to Rimuru, too. All right. Hey, are you really listening to me or what? Oh, I sure am, but hurry up and eat, won't you? Stop treating me like a kid. 2 weeks later, just as Chloe predicted, Veldora wreaked havoc over Luminous's domain. You accursed evil dragon, how dare you strike my capital? Yeah. Your name was Chloe, yes? I see your prophecy was true from start to finish. That damn dragon might have had his way with Bioland, but with your guidance we managed to bring the townspeople to safety. Thank you for that. If you have any requests to make of me, you may do so. So we asked for help from Lady Luminous. If we wanted to give her trust, we were better off telling her honestly about the future. But we can't give her every detail. For example, if we reveal Granville's treachery, I'm sure Lady Luminous would do away with him at once. Some events, as tragic as they may lead to the Hope route. And some secrets must be kept if we want to trace our way through that history. And it's this so-called Hope route you're trying to traverse? Well, it certainly seems like a future worth ensuring. As a matter of fact, the death of this Hinata woman inside of you, I feel like I'm starting to take it rather personally now. I wonder what I'm hoping to find in this future friend of mine. Lady Luminous, thank you. Hearing that from you warms my heart so much. Hinata says thank you. Oh, I wonder if I could chat with Lady Luminous myself with the right skill. I'll have to practice that next time. You have my support, I promise you. Now, what are the two of you going to do next? Oh, just the same thing as usual. We're going to become a hero and help out people in trouble. That's right, the masked hero, the stuff of so many legends across so many eras. That was all Chloe during her many trips through time. So wait a minute, the body inside the ark, was that Chloe? I had a suspicion of that once I realized the trip we just made. Really, how fascinating. I'm now quite curious to see how your fate will affect others going forward. But what will you call yourself during all this? It's probably a bad idea to have the name Chloe become well known. Yeah, my friend Leon's bound to suspect something then. What should I do? What do you usually do here? No real script. Sometimes I give a name, sometimes I don't. This girl could really use some better planning skills. Given your time travel ability, a time travel skill, why don't we combine Chloe with Kronos, the overseer of time, and have you go by Corona? Yeah, I like that. Corona. I will go by Corona the hero. Very good. Let me know if you ever need my help. Okay, thank you, Luminous. There's Granville. You heard this. So why did my usurper skill disappear right after I gave you that name anyway? Not really sure. I didn't give much thought to that name. Now, though, I guess she's taken one of my skills. Maybe I shouldn't chide him so much about that stuff after all. So began the tandem journey of Chloe the hero, supported from within by Hinata, a journey that would last a very long time. Around 1700 years later, at a cave in the forest of Jura, how could a mere hero defeat a presence as mighty as me? Hinata took control of Chloe's body, sought to redeem herself for what happened in floor 100 of the labyrinth, and thus Veldora was sealed in the unlimited imprisonment. Excellent work, Hinata. Just imagining that lizard bawling in agony fills my heart with glee. Well, thanks, Chloe. I'll let you have your body back. All right. But I think you should get a little more used to being in there, huh? I didn't tell you this until now, but I think I'm going to disappear soon. I had kind of surmised as much by this point. We would soon enter the history I knew, the one with Leon. Chloe is likely to make her appearance in the world by this point. That would mean the two of the same person at the same time, which I imagine just isn't allowed to happen. If there are two copies of the same existence in a single plane of time, it triggers a reaction. I assume something will happen to the new Chloe that shows up. Right, I come to this world with Leon, but then I, or this version of me, gets thrown far back into time. So our long journey approaches its end. And I guess I'll only be around until the other oblivious me comes along? Yeah, then after that, leave everything to me. I can use my spiritual seal. So it was her! Seal to create an arc to isolate you from the present age. In the future, I will track down your souls, and I promise I will release that seal when everything is complete. The three of us spoke through our two bodies well into the night. We took the time to become allies we could fully trust from the heart. Before long, Chloe's consciousness faded away, and so I was all alone. With Chloe's personality gone, Corona sure is acting up now, but I can't afford to be defeated yet. I still have a lot left that I need to do. A few hundred years later, I made my way to the Demon Lord Leon's castle. He was already gone by then. In his place was a girl at the mercy of Ifrit, the fire giant within her. Had enough yet? It's all right now. I know what you've been through. I had come here to give her this mask. Shizu needed to have it if I wanted to keep traversing this route. But as worn out as she clearly was, I couldn't just leave her there. Oh my god. It's all right. The people at this guild are pretty nice folks. And for that matter, you're really strong. It's going to be all right. Hero! I doubt I have anything left to worry about. I was hoping I could be with her for longer, but I'm getting close to my limit trying to hold back Corona. Hopefully I repaid the favor a little. Or maybe all I've done is sadden her for no reason. But it's all right. I'm sure we'll see each other again. I'm not the most obedient student, but I hope you'll look after me. Are you ready? Yeah. This way, then. I have everything ready for you. Well, before long, the Hinata, unaware of any of this, will be transported to this world. I don't know what will happen to this version of me when it happens. But no matter how it transpires, I'm sure you'll figure something out. I believe in you, Rimuru. Holy shit, though! My god! Then after some more time passed, a little slime was born in the sealed cave. The storm dragon's disappearance would soon shake the world, and soon the Orc Lord would stage an attack on the forest of Jura. The monster nation of Tempest would be founded not long after. But after yet more time, the hero's long journey arrives at the present day. The curtain rises on the future, one full of hope. But that body that was in the ark was theirs? Holy shit! So that's why Granville wanted the body! That explains a lot! But why would Yuki be one of the only people that could open up that ark, though? I'm very curious about that. But, ooh, I could see why that body would be considered a weapon. Because imagine putting a soul up in there. Hinata's soul's gotta go up in that body. That's what's gotta happen, right? But holy shit, I don't know how to feel about this. Do I think that, like, the real question is, do I think that Slime handled the time loop situation better than, say, like, Undead Unluck did? Because Undead Unluck really pissed me off because they made Fuko into a Mary Sue. I kind of do. I think Undead Unluck, or this definitely is better than Undead Unluck. But I'm very curious, though. I really hope Hinata's soul gets into that body. I really do! But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more slime content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.